Assalamu alaikum. In this video, inshallah, we are going to solve worksheet 10. Worksheet 10 about discrete probability distributions, how to construct discrete probability distribution, and how to find variance and standard deviation and expected value or mean. Probability discrete distribution has two conditions should be satisfied. The first condition, summation of probabilities should be equal 1, and the second one is each value of probabilities should be less than or equal 1, greater than or equal 0. So conditions are first one, 0 less than or equal p of x less than or equal 1. Second condition is summation of p of x should be equal 1. So just we focus on probability of x. These two conditions should be satisfied. First condition, all these values should be in this interval. Or a summation of this value should be equal 1. We already mentioned the probability distribution of a discrete random variable x is given below. So this is probability distribution. So these two conditions should be satisfied. Yes, this done already should be, and this should be. Yes, we need to use this condition in order to find the value of k. So summation of p of x should be equal 1 according to the second condition. So 5 over k plus 7 over k plus 9 over k plus 11 over k should be equal 1. This means 32 over k over k equal 1. This means k equal 32. So if this probability discrete distribution, then k should be equal 32. If we substitute k with 32, then this condition should be satisfied, and this condition also satisfied. So the value of k is 32. Let's see the second question. So answer is C for this question. Suppose we have a discrete random variable x with the distributions given below. So this is discrete probability distribution, and two conditions are satisfied. All this value is positive and less than 1. Summation of this value equal 1. So we want to find the mean and variance of this discrete distribution. We have mean or expected value of x equal summation x bx. Summation x bx. So just we multiply each x with its probabilities. So 0 multiplied by 0.25 plus 1 multiplied by 0.4 plus 2 multiplied by 0.35 is 0, this 0.4, this 0.7, 0 plus 0.4 plus 0.7 equal 1.1. So mean is 1.1. For the variance, we have also for x equal expected value of x squared minus expected value of x all squared. We already got expected value of x, so this already done. We need to find expected value of x squared. Expected value of x squared, just instead of x here, we put x squared. So it's summation of x squared multiplied by p of x equal, just here we square value of x 0 squared multiplied by 0.25 plus 1 squared multiplied by 0.4 plus 2 squared, which is 4, multiplied by 0.35. So this equal, this is 0, of course, and this is same, no change. 1 square multiplied by 0.4 is 0.4. 2 square is 4. 4 by 0.35 is 1.4. So this is 1.8. Now, bar x, we use this bar x equal, we got this is 1.8 minus, we already expected value of x is 1.1, so it is minus 1.1 squared equal 1.8 minus 1.1 squared is 1.21, so it is 0.59. This is the variance of x. So answer is also C for these questions. For the following probability distribution, find the value of A and B if mean or expected value of x is 0.5 or 0.17. So because we have two variable unknown, we need two informations. First information, we already given expected value of x is 1.7. This means summation x dx, as we see from the previous question, equal 1.7. For the second, we need to know summation of p of x should be equal 1 as the second conditions of the discrete probability distribution. So we'll use these two information in order to find these two missing values. So for the first one, expected value of x, which is already given, equal summation x dx equal 0 by a is 0, a plus 1 multiplied by 0.15 plus 2b plus 3 multiplied by 0.25. This should be equal 1.7. It's already given. So this 0, this 0.15, and this 0.75. This with this is 0.9. So 2b plus 0.9 equal 1.7. This means 2b equal 0.8. Means p equal 0.4. If we know p equal 0.4, so we can use the second condition of the discrete probability distribution. Summation of these should be equal 1. So a plus 0.15. We already got the value of b, which is 0.4 plus 0.25. This should be equal 1. So A plus 0.15 plus 0.4 is 0.55 plus 0.25 is 0.8, right? 0.8 0.8 equal 1. This means A equal 0.2. If we write instead of A 0.2, instead of B 0.4, then 0.2 plus 0.15 is 0.35. 0.35 plus 0.4 is 0.75. 0.75 plus 0.25 is 1. So we are right. So answer is A. Answer is no. Answer is B. And this is the answer. D. Let's see the fourth questions. Survey of Amazon.com shopper revealed the following probability distribution of the number of books purchased per hit. The discrete probability distribution is described here. 0 books, probability 0.35, 1 book 0.25, 2 book 0.2, and so on. So this is discrete probability distribution, satisfies the following condition: summation of P of X, of course, equal 1. If we sum this, we'll get 1, and 0 less than B of X less than 1. All this value is positive and less than or equal 1. So it is a discrete probability distribution. Let's see what is the probability that an Amazon.com visitor buy at least 1. So X takes the value 0, 1, 2, up to 7. At least 1 means P of X greater than or equal 1. This is at least 1. This means B of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 plus P of 6 plus P of 7. She is too long story. Instead of all this, just we find the complement of this. I know summation of this all equal 1. So this plus this plus this plus this equal 1 minus this. So P of X greater than or equal 1 equal 1 minus P of 0 for this example equal 1 minus 0.35 equal 0.65. So in exam, we don't need to waste our time. Just we use the complement and we use this condition: summation of Px should be equal 1. Summation of all this should be equal 1. So instead of to find this plus this plus this, yes, we need to find 1 minus P of X equals 0, which is 0.35 to get 0.65 is probability of at least 1. Let's see the second question, question 5. Which of the following represents the probability distribution for a family of 3 children? Let X represent the number of boys. So in order to construct a discrete probability distribution, just we need to find the value of X and the probability associated with each value of X. So we have family, 3 kids, 3 children, and we have X is the number of boys. So which possible value of x. X can take 0, no boy, 1 boy, 2 boy, 3 boy. So now we need to find probability for each value of x. P of no boy means what? Which point associated with this is G, all boy or girls. And actually we have a number of sample space. How 8? 2 outcome, boy or girl, and we have 3 trails, so it is 8. So first, we will divide over 8. Over 8. Over 8. Over 8. This total number of sample space. Then we need to find the number of event. Number of getting 0 boy is 1, because we have single value in the set, the event. So here also we have 1 boy means boy, for example, boy at first, boy at second, and boy at last. So we have 1 boy in different order. 3 outcome represents 3 boy. 2 boy means 1 girl. So it's same like this. Just instead of B, we write a G, and instead of G, we write B. Also, we have 3. 3 boy, just 1 outcome, which is B, B, B. B, B, B. So it is 1 over 8. Summation of this is equal 1. 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 8 over 8 is 1. And each value is positive and less than or equal 1. So this is the distribution of this one. 1 over 8, 3 over 8, 3 over 8, 1 over 8. Which of the following represent a valid probability, discrete probability distribution? Still, we have to use two conditions of a discrete probability distribution. First condition, summation of B of X should be equal 1. And the second is 0 less than or equal B of X less than or equal 1. Right. This value is positive and less than or equal 1. This value is also positive. So first, second condition satisfied, we need to check the first condition, summation of P of X. 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 is 5 over 5. 5 over 5 equal 1. So this, yes, it is a valid discrete probability distribution. For this also we need to check. 1 over 2 means 5 over 10. 1 over 5 means 2 over 10. So 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 1, 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 over 10 equal 1. So both of them are discrete probability distributions. So it is C. Let's move to the following. For the following probability distribution, find the probability of X more than or equal to. More than or equal to means at least 2. So at least 2 means P of X greater than or equal to. This means P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 P of 4 plus P of 5. And we know summation of all this equal 1. 0.3 plus 0.1, 0.4, 0.4 plus 1.5, 0.5 plus 2 is 0.7, 0.7 plus 3 is 1. So in order to find, we can find this. 0.1 plus 0.1 is 0.2, 0.2 plus 2 is 0.3, 0.3, 0.1 plus 0.1 is 0.2, 0.2 plus 0.2 is 0.4, 0.4 plus 0.3 is 0.7. This is equal 0.7, or this also equal 1 minus P of 1 equal 1 minus 0.3, which is also 0.7. So what is easy? It is easy to find the complement because we know summation of this equal 1. So instead of find P of 1 plus, yes, we can find 1 minus P of x equal 1. This one answer is D. The probability distribution of a discrete random variable x is given below. So we'll find the value of x, same like the first conditions, as the first quotient, or this discrete probability distribution. So the two conditions are satisfied. Just we need to, this should be positive, 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 positive and less than 1. So just now we have to find P of x should be equal 1. This means k plus 2k plus 2k plus 3k plus 4k plus 5k. This should be equal 1 because it is a discrete probability distribution. K plus 2k, 3k, 6k, 10k, 15k. So 15k equal 1. K equal 1 over 15. 1 over 15. 1 over 15, 2 over 15, 3 over 15, 4 over 15, and 5 over 15. Summation equal 1. So answer is three statistics professor and 7 chemistry professor are available to be advisor to a student's organization. The student organization need 2 of the professor to be advisor. If each professor has an equal chance of being selected, what is the probability that both professors are chemistry professors? Okay, let's see, it is a binomial distribution or a hypergeometric distribution. The only difference between binomial distribution and hypergeometric distribution is real is independent for binomial distribution and dependent for hypergeometric distribution. Here, if one professor is selected, then cannot be again selected. So the second selection depend or affected with the first selection. So it is a hypergeometric distribution. For the hypergeometric distribution, we have to know we have 3 parameters. K, N means the total number of population. Total number is 3 plus 7. So total is 10. This 10 can divide it to 2 parts. 3 is K, for example, 3 can be K, and 7 could be N minus K. Also, we have to know N in the selection. We select 2, we choose 2, so 2 is N. So this is a 3 parameter, X distributed hypergeometric with 10 total number of population. K could be 7, or what for we choose K to be 3, and N is 2. So this is the parameter of hypergeometric. We can write the function like P of X equal. General form is KCX multiplied by N minus K Cn minus X. Cn minus X over population size, total number of selection, and N. X tag, which value? X tag 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so let's see the question. If what is probability both professors are chemistry? Both are chemistry. So in this case, this is statistic, by the way. We choose K to be statistics. So if both are chemistry, means X equal 0, 0 from statistics, 0 from statistics. So P of X equals 0 is K is 3, 0, multiplied by 7, C2 over total number of students is 10. The total number of professors is 10. Combination sample size is 2. So we select 0 professor from statistics and 2 professor from chemistry over the total number of selection is we select 2 out of 20, out of 10. So 3 C0 is 1, 7 C2 is 26 by 7, 42 over 2 is 21, and 10 C2 is 10 by 9 over 2 is 45. So this is 0.466, which is this one. Clear? Question 2. When parking a car in downtown parking lots, drivers pay according to the number of hours. The probability distribution for the number of hours of hours a car is parked has been given. So this is distribution. This number 1 hour 0.28, 2 hour 0.38, 3 hour 0.21, 4 hour 0.13. Two conditions definitely satisfy. Summation B of X, of course, equal 1, and 0 less than or equal B of X less than or equal 1. Let's see the questions. First question is, find what is the probability that car will be parked in this parking for at least 2 hours. At least 2 hours means P of X greater than or equal to, means P of 2 plus P of 3 plus p of 4. Or this equal 1 minus p of 1. P of 1 is 0.28, so it is 1 minus 0.28, which is 0.72. And equal 1 minus 0.28 equal 0.72. So about 72% car park at least 2 hours. B, let's see B. B, what is probability that a car will be parking in this car for at most 3 hours? At most 3 hours means less than or equal 3 hours. B of X less than or equal 3. Less than or equal 3 means P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3. By complement concept, this equals 1 minus P of 4. P of 4 is 0.13, so P of at least 3 equal 1 minus 0.13 is 0.87. So this equal 0.87. About 87% car will park at most 3 hours. Let's see C. What is the expected value of hours? Expected value, just we use expected value of X equal summation X px is equal 1 multiplied by 0.28 plus 2 multiplied by 0.38 plus 3 multiplied by 0.21 plus 4 multiplied by 0.13. This equal by calculator equal to 0.12. So expected value of the number of our car, expected car to be parking for 2 hours and 12 minutes. Variance equal expected value of x squared minus expected value of x all squared We already have expected value of x, thus we need to find expected value of x squared. Expected value of x squared, instead of x, we use x squared multiplied by p of x. So this expected value of x squared equal 1 squared multiplied by 0.28 plus 2 squared, which is 4, multiplied by 0.38 plus 3 squared, which is 9, multiplied by 0.21 plus 4 squared, which is 16, multiplied by 0.13. This equal 5.77. 5.77. Just we go back to variance formula and we just substitute this value. Expected value of x squared, we already got it, is 5.77 minus expected value of x, we already got it, is 2.12, so it's minus 2.12 all square and this equal 1.28 hours, 1.28. For the standard deviation, just we need to find the square root of the variance. Square root of the variance, already we have the variance is 1.28, so square root of 1.28 is 1.13. This is the standard deviation. Let's see these questions. The store has 60B, graphic, magazine, 8 news, time, magazine. On the counter, if two customers purchase a magazine, find probability that one of each magazine was purchased. Let's see, is it binomial or is it hypergeometric? As we mentioned, the only difference between two is trails is dependent for binomial and independent for binomial and dependent for hypergeometric. Purchase means sold. Sold means without replacement. Without replacement. Without replacement means dependent. Dependent means hypergeometric. For hypergeometric, we have three parameters. N means total number. Total number is 14. This is N capital 14. This is K is 6, and this is N minus, this is N minus K. So we have K, we have N, we need to find N. And if 2 is N, so it is actually distributed hypergeometric with N equal 14, K equal 6, where N number of size of the sample equal to. Function is P of X equal KCX multiplied by N minus K Cn minus X over the total number of selection, which is N Cn. X take value from 0 up to N. N equal to, so 0, 1, 2. Just we substitute, let's P of X equal, K is 6, so 6 combination X multiplied by 14 minus 6 is 8, combination N is 2 minus X over N is 14, where N is 2, 14 C2. Just we substitute, we go to the question, find probability that one of each means X equal 1, and just we put X equal 1 and 2 minus 1 also is 1. So it is P of X equal 1 is 61 multiplied by 8 C2 minus 1 is 1 over 14 C2. It is 61, of course, is 6. 8 C1 also is 8 over 14 C1 is 91. So It is 0.46. Let's see the last questions. A box contains 24 transistors. This is N, by the way. 4 of which are defective. This is K. If 4 are sold, sold means without replacement. Sold means done with no replacement. Without replacement. Without replacement means it is hypergeometric distribution. And this is the parameter. N equal 4, K equal 4, N equal. So we write X distributed hypergeometric with N equal 24, K equal 4, N also equal 4. And we write the function P of X equal in K in general, let's write like K Cx multiply by N minus K Cn minus X over N capital, Cn is small, and X take value 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 because N equal 4. So we substitute K with 4 Cx multiply by N minus K, N is 24, 20, Cm minus X, N is 4 minus X over 24 C4. This is the formula. We will use it to find probability of each question. Exactly 2, we put X equal to. Let's see. For the first question, exactly 2 means X equal to. So P of X equal to, just we put X equal to 4 combination 2 multiply by 20 combination 4 minus 2 is also 2 over 24 C4. We use calculator to find these values. For the second, we none are defective. None are defective means X equals 0. So for the second, we use X equals 0, P of X equals 0. We substitute 0 instead of X. So 4 C0 multiplied by 20 C4 over 24 C4. 4 C0 is 1, so we have 20 C4 over 24 C4. We can get this by calculators. For the third one, all are defective. All we have 4, so all are defective means X equal N, X equal N, and N equal 4. So just we write P of X equal 4. Instead of X, we write 4. So we have 4C4 multiplied by 20C0 over 24C4. 4C4 is 1, 20C0 is 1, so this is 1 over 24C4. For the last one, at least one, and we have X equal 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least one means let for the 4, at least one means 1 minus P of 0 means 1 minus P of 0 is this one, 20C4 over 24C4. And now we're done. Hopefully, you understand the hypergeometric distribution and discrete probability distribution, and how to find mean, which is expected value same, and how to find variance and standard deviation. 5 questions from this part in the test 2. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.